Let me see. Should I do the? I know you be doing the glasses, man. That's your thing.
You trying to add a little pizzazz to my
A little,
visual appearance
a little.
until I shrink down to your size. Like it's gonna take a while. So
Nah,
you
you
know,
gotta get out there and then roll it. Get the miles in.
yo,
Get
what
the
app do
miles
you
in.
use that be like tracking and it be doing it? Like how do you do that?
Oh, it's called Strava.
Striver. Is
Yeah,
that like a
Strava app.
membership type of thing?
Yeah, but you can. I think they got a free version as well. But
Mhm.
I started running, and then you start learning other things. The run community, like, nah, we don't do that, bro. We do this, and you start feeling bad, like, oh, damn.
Oh, so this is like a whole thing. Like, so when you start running, then they got like apps and different stuff that you add as a part of it.
I mean, kind of. It's like Nike app. It's just, I guess, like the people that run, they don't use Nike app. They use Strava app.
Okay, got you.
Right, I guess.
So the Nike version is for like, I guess people that's figuring it out or
I
something.
guess so, man. I'm like, God damn, man. I think Strava is more accurate with the
Okay,
miles. So
got
yeah, man. Somebody was like, yo, download Strava. That's where all the real runners at. I'm like, oh my gosh.
you.
Damn.
So now you got to be with the real runners. Like you can't even just be on your own journey. You got to be in the community.
Now you can, it's funny because I tell people all the time, don't worry about everybody else. Like I don't consider myself a real runner until I hit 100 miles. So this month I'm at like 73 right now. I'm trying to
Mhm.
get to 100, but it's been tough, man. Having Alani, like it'd be tough. It'd be tough. So I'm trying to
Mhm.
get to 100 this month. I should be able to get to 100, but I told myself I'm not going to consider myself a runner until I hit 100 miles in a month. Last month I did 50. This month I'm trying to double that.
Sheesh,
Yeah.
100. That's 25 miles a week
Mm,
minimum.
mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Minute 25 miles a week, divide 20 by 7. That's not bad. That's not bad. You know what I mean? That's like a little less than 5 miles a day. Actually, it's way less than 5 miles a day. It's like what was that? 3.5, 4 miles a day?
I don't know because I know 5 miles a day is 25 if you're not doing the weekends. So like, yeah, it's
That's on
five.
5 days. But if you do 7 days a week, I mean, which I understand it could be tough, but damn, okay,
Yeah.
that's a couple miles a day. Like that's crazy to think about.
Nah, man,
Crazy.
it's pretty good though. Today I did 10 miles, so I was
Mm,
a little behind. Like this week I did. I think I might be at 25. But like I
mm,
said, for the month right now I'm at like 73, so I'm like 2 miles behind. So I
mm.
gotta get 25 next week. I gotta go crazy. I gotta go crazy. I'm tired though, man. What's up, man? What we got going on? I feel like the industry like slowed down since Drake and Kendrick,
Right.
and then Diddy.
Word.
I feel like the industry slowed down. That Diddy shit is crazy though.
I had a conversation with my cousin the other day, and she was asking a question. And I'm gonna concur with you first. Yes, the industry seems to be slowing down. I don't necessarily say I want to rephrase that. It's not slowing down, it's gearing up for the summer. So like the industry's trying to figure out what records are gonna be the records to get people in the clubs, what's gonna get people excited. You know what I mean? So everybody's kind of dropping these individual like party records here, there, and the third. But my cousin was asking me a question. She called me and was like, "Yo, you gotta talk about this on your pod." I'm like, "What's the question?" She like, "Yo, uh, is the West Coast really more unified than every other part of the country because they always seem to have one person that stands out beyond everybody else?" And I was just like, "Nah, I don't feel like that's the case." I said, and then she was like, "Well, why?" I'm like, "Well, first of all, I said the West Coast is looks more unified and it looks like it has one person because they might have one particular person that's doing commercialized records." I said, but the West Coast has a lot of super popular artists. They just move individually. I said, number two, the West Coast is less prone to drama because of gang culture. Not saying that they don't have drama. It's just that they are accustomed to not talking about it. And if there is somebody that's talkative, they normally have somebody that'll snatch their ass up before niggas go too far. Even with Game can go a little bit. Every now and then he'll jump out, but then he'll shut the fuck up because that's just a part of the culture. East Coast niggas and down south niggas, you know what I mean? We ain't got gang culture like that. Meaning that like we just do dirt and then we talk shit because it's not like we got a whole 200 niggas behind us doing illegal shit. It might be 3 of us doing some illegal shit and we just dumbass niggas. We don't know how to shut the fuck up. But the West Coast, nothing like that. But and playing that into what's going on this summer, I feel like everybody's trying to figure out what's the move. You know, Schoolboy Q, dropped an album early this year, about to go on tour. Tim's going on tour. Childish Gambino redropped an album he dropped 5 years ago, redropped it last week, dropped the tour dates. Like, everybody's gearing up, baby. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you just got to tap into whatever the things you love. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough to say if it's more you said structured or together, like unified. What was that the word?
Yeah. I was just, connected. I would say I use the term connected because, like, if I'm a Crip, let's use an example. If I'm a Crip and people know that I'm a Crip, if I'm talking about drama that's going on between me and another Crip organization or another blood organization, guess what? Me saying fuck you means I got 1,000 other Crips that's gonna go and do some wild shit in my name because it's all about the brand. So I know the power of me saying fuck somebody, so I'm more prone to not say nothing at all. And if we're gonna do some drama, we're gonna do it off camera, and we're not gonna talk about it. That is not something that's gonna happen. That's why you'll hear some smaller Crips and people, they'll be on YouTube talking and then telling little stories, but you're never gonna get the big names doing that.
I don't know if it's. I mean, I don't know if I would say it's more unified, but again, I really don't know enough to like to give my 2 cents. But I'm gonna try from my just from what I've seen. One, I think is back to what Cam said on what was it? What is this podcast name? Let's get this straight.
Yeah,
I forgot. But yeah, it's kind of what Cam said. We don't rep West, like we don't rep East Coast. You feel me? So I think because they rep West Coast, it seems like it's more unified. One, right? But another thing is, bro, we are 5 hours away, 3 hours behind. I mean, you know what I'm saying? 3 hours ahead. So I think, 3 hours ahead. So we not really, it's hard for us to keep up what's going on over West Coast, right? So so what happens is when they do have artists that get to the East Coast that we hear and that we like and that we listen to, it's kind of like they stand out. There's like an outlier because we don't hear it as much, if that makes sense. So it could seem like it's more unified. We have artists for days. I mean, you think about it. Instead of us saying like East Coast, we got people saying Brooklyn, like, and that's inside of New York. They don't even represent like New York. Like, if you know somebody from New York, they'd be like, "Nah, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Harlem." Like, they stand on where they from. You get what I'm saying? So I could see how it might look more unified because they are repping a whole coast, West Coast. Now we represent where we from over here. Like, I'm from Baltimore. Like, I'm not. You won't catch me saying Maryland. You won't catch me saying the DMV. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in the DMV, like they got an argument of who's in a DMV and who is not. And I think that does hurt us when it comes to musically, because when we talk about these labels, I don't think, and this is my personal opinion, I don't think that these labels are looking at it, are breaking it down like we are breaking it down, which give us a disadvantage. I think the labels are looking at regions. So when we're talking about Baltimore, we're talking about that region, right? When we're talking about New York, we might be talking about New York, Jersey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're talking about a region. As far as us as individuals, we individualize everything. On the West Coast, I think it seems like they're more unified because, again, we're just so far away from, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's a 5-hour flight, like 3-hour difference. We're not really as in tune with them. The same with back in the day when down south and up north. Think about it. That's why the whole when I think it was Andre 3000 had came out, he said, "Yo, the South got something to say." Why? Because us up north guys or in the industry, we never cared about nobody else but New York. Right? We talk about the mecca of hip hop. We never even thought about nobody else. So I think it's just, it still is a similar way. Now, I think that the West Coast is like, nah, we got something to say. But they always felt like that. They always felt like they was the outliers, just like back in the day when the South felt like they was the outliers. Now you see the South is taking over hip hop. The same with West Coast. We see more rappers from the West Coast getting on and really putting a stamp of where they from.
Okay, I definitely respect that. I definitely hear what you're saying, and to a certain extent, you are kind of correct. And from my perspective, I'm really speaking on. Okay, so my cousin's question was about who's the hottest artist, who's the most like dominant. If we're talking about visibility, so like when it comes down to visibility, how do we make that judgment of who's hot? Who is the news talking about all the time? Who is TMZ always talking about? Who is Shade Room always talking about? Who's Double XL? Who's all of the popular media outlets? Who is constantly on the front page? And normally the people that are constantly on the front page are either they are making huge accomplishments musically, meaning that they're topping the charts, they're running the radio. You know what I'm saying? They're doing big numbers, they're doing large concerts. So either you're doing big numbers on business side, or there's drama. Drama helps determine somebody's heat level. If the more Blueface is beating up people or having stuff with his girlfriend, he puts him into the forefront of people's faces, and people assume that he's hot because he's constantly online. Constantly people are talking about him. He's the subject of conversation. Subsequently, that drives people to book him for shows, TV shows, music, festivals. It's not even about the records. Like,
I don't think that, and maybe this is my bias.
Okay.
And maybe this is how the South felt and how West Coasters feel. I don't think I will ever say somebody from the West Coast is the hottest. Like, yeah, I mean, in different times, I would say maybe like we just coming off the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, right? Mm-hmm. Kendrick Lamar clearly won. So yeah, at this moment, is he's the hottest right now? Yeah, but shit, Drake not even from the United States. He's from Canada. So are we categorizing him as an East Coast rapper? No. Like, so I don't think I've ever looked at it and be like, yo, it's a West Coast rapper that's the hottest. To be honest, I just thought about it like, who's hot? Like, even it was a time where I guess New York was like who's the king of New York, right? Again, they talking about who's the king of New York, right? We're not talking about like who's the king of hip hop. Like, that's just the conversation that they were having. Again, I don't know. I don't think I've ever looked at it like, yo, he, for the exception of Atlanta. I think that's the only time I looked at it like, yo, this particular area is running shit. Because for all that, we would have been said Virginia was running shit. If you want to be technical, what they had is Missy Elliott from Virginia, Pharrell, the Clips. Like, I don't think I've ever heard somebody say like Virginia is running it. Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's Michael Vick. Like, I mean, that's not rap, but I don't think I've ever heard somebody say specifically. The only time I've really heard that is when it came to Atlanta, because it was such a like explosion. Explosion. Yeah. So it was like, damn, no, Atlanta is really running this. I don't think I've ever said that about the West Coast. Maybe.
Now, I respect that. Who's the biggest hip hop artist on the planet right now?
I mean,
Snoop Double G is the biggest hip hop artist on the planet. You want to know why? Wow. When my grandmother was alive 20 years ago, she knew who Snoop was. My mom know who Snoop does. My dad know who Snoop does. There is no person on the planet that does not know who the fuck Snoop Dogg is. Snoop Dogg can get booked anywhere on this planet and go crazy. Now, I'm not going to say Drake ain't that nigga too, but Drake ain't getting Martha Stewart TV shows, and Snoop has done movies all over the place, TV shows everywhere. He got all type of products, endorsements from everywhere. He is universally beloved by every person, every artist. Everybody got a dream of, I want to go smoke one with Snoop. I've heard that so many times, it's ridiculous. Nobody has ever said, yo, I just want to go hang with Drake.
Bro, we have whole conversations around, would you take 500,000 or a dinner with Jay-Z? Like, that's a thing, like we've been talking about that for the last 2 years now.
And I'm not trying to say that Jay ain't the man. Don't do that, because Jay is my personal current favorite artist. But I can never say, and I think Jay-Z would tell you out of his own mouth that Snoop is bigger than him as far as celebrity. We're talking celebrity. We're not talking record sales, even though he's close from the record sales. But if you're talking about like celebrity power, visibility, bro, he posted, yo, I give up smoking. And it made fucking international headlines. All he said is, I'm done smoking. And guess what? They had think pieces. Is this a trick? Oh, is he really stopping smoking? Oh my God, the end of the world. And what happened? He dropped the grill.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't contribute that to his. I mean, a lot of that is to his celebrity, right? Mm-hmm. But I would contribute that more so to how good at branding he is. Like, that's his brand. Smoking is who he is. But I wouldn't. I don't think I would have that line up with him being the biggest. You said biggest celebrity rapper. Like, he's the biggest rapper.
Yeah, biggest rapper of all time. Come on, bro. Classic albums, multiple classic albums, classic tours. songs that we all love. Come on, bro.
I don't think I would say Snoop Dogg is the biggest rapper of all time.
Let me ask you, do you know at least one record off of his first album?
I'm pretty sure I probably know one.
If the beat started, you could rap the lyrics.
Probably not all of them. Let's go to it and pull it up.
Right. Hey, Snoop Doggy Dogg. Snoop
Doggy Dogg. I know the chorus because like that's been playing in movies and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know that. You know what I'm saying? But
does that not contribute to the power of the artist? It's like I keep telling you, hey, I'm giving you all of the reasons why. You go, yeah, but what all right, so I take that. I'm gonna take what you just said. I get it. You feel as though Jay-Z is bigger. Why? Give me your pitch.
I didn't say that just yet.
Oh, okay. All right. So who do you elect to be the biggest artist on the planet? It's like as far as rap. I'm not trying to get into Taylor Swift and all of that shit because that's not my world.
Damn, this is a crazy question to just freestyle. I think it's subjective. I think it's subjective. And I'm gonna tell you why I fight for Jay-Z. I fight for Jay-Z because kind of what you said, like your mother and them love Snoop Dogg, right? Mm-hmm. The same. I feel like Jay-Z was able to win multiple different audiences in different ways at different times. Mm-hmm. And this is why I personally love Jay-Z over a Nas, right? I feel like Jay-Z was able to adapt over time, kind of similar to Lil Wayne. But I think if anything, he did it better. Because I remember when Lil Wayne first went pop, a lot of us didn't really like it. It was a time, and I don't care what nobody say, it was a time where a lot of people was criticizing Lil Wayne and the music that he was making. Even when Lollipop came, even though I think that might be his highest selling record, when it first came, we did not like it at first. A lot of people. Mm-hmm. So with Jay-Z, however, in my perspective, it was a time where all of the like 80s babies. So I remember 80s babies was a thing. Like 80s and 90s is not that far, but I remember like we used to make it a thing. Like 80s babies used to make it a thing, right? Mm-hmm. And they used to say they love Jay-Z. And they'd be like, man, because he was this guy, he's selling CDs out the back of his trunk. Like he really was a hustler. I ain't know nothing about that. I'm like, I can't relate. I don't know shit about Reasonable Doubt. Hey, I can't, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I can tell you 444 is probably one of my favorite albums. And a lot of people don't think that's a classic. To me, that was great. I think Jay-Z was the perfect example of like dominating different generations. Because now Jay-Z is one of my favorite rappers. And I think about it like this. I can't Reasonable Doubt. What I think he had part 2. What was the album? I can't really tell you nothing about none of them songs. Right? Like it's a couple other albums that is like, damn, he dropped something on that. I can't tell you about it. I can go from the Blueprint, the Black Album, even like I don't even remember the Black album part 2. It's albums that I can't, but I know I can name albums that I love. The Blueprint, the Black Album, shit, 444 album, the one he did with Kanye West, the one with the 3 lines, like, bro. So for him to be able to do that, that's why I would say he's the biggest artist, because I know a time where it's people that's much older than I kissed the ground that Jay-Z walked on. And at that time, I didn't know nothing about Jay-Z, to be real. And then that on top of the businesses that he done, right? The partnerships that he done with the Douce, with the what's the champagne, the
Ace of Spades.
You get what I'm saying? Then we
title.
Gotta have title. We can't ignore. Look at his wife, right? Beyonce. People reference the internet as Beyonce's internet. If that ain't impact and cultural impact, I don't know what is. I know you ain't saying this on Beyonce's internet. That is crazy. That's his wife. That's his wife.
I'm not gonna allow you. Yo, we are stricken in Beyonce from the record, sir. I will not allow that to be put on this, because then that unfairly sways the audience. We're really talking about individual accomplishments.
But that's an accomplishment. Not you aren't judged by the woman that you pull up with.
You are, but that's unfair, yo. Hey. Nah, I ain't letting it ride. I'm not letting it ride, yo. All right, now I'm gonna throw some stuff on your side. Snoop never had a museum redone to talk about Jay-Z's history. So like we can put that on Jay-Z's side. Like he literally they did an exhibition where the whole library was a Jay-Z museum, the Book of Hove, for 6 months. That was lit. So you give him that. You know what I'm saying? Creating a streaming platform during the early days of streaming so that artists can get paid fairly. Super impactful. Him bringing together like some of the top artists of all time of that time period to have them invest in it. That's lit. Okay, I get you on that. I love that. I could go down list of stuff with Jay-Z that would be like, yo, I'm saying it's neck and neck. I just feel like Snoop edges him out because Snoop is still active, making music, dropping music, and bringing people together. He just bought back Death Row Records. And then, like I was telling my cousin yesterday, do you know that he re-signed everybody that used to be on Death Row with the exception of Dr. Dre? Danny Boy, the Dog Pound, Sugar Free. You know what I'm saying? Like he bringing back everybody that used to be a part of Dog Pound. A part of Death Row from the 90s. And then have them re-releasing albums in 2024. So,
let me tell you this.
Crazy shit. Go ahead.
And I know the internet going to take this, whatever. Outside of hip hop heads, we don't give a damn about none of them niggas you just named. But let me tell you who we do care about. Jay-Z, who he born on? Kanye West. Jay-Z, who else he born on? Rihanna, one of the biggest artists to this date. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you name okay, cool. The hip hop heads love it.
All right. If we're gonna talk about that, who the Snoop helped get up out of the dumpster?
Bow Wow.
Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, if you want to say it like that, Bow Wow, who found it? Bow Wow. Like, come on, bro. Yo, don't act like Snoop. Yo, who helped save a whole record label? Snoop. Because, Snoop went over the goddamn No Limit, turned that bitch the fuck up,
what
man.
What Jay-Z say? He said, bro, man, so many billionaires came from our tree. Billionaires. Bro, listen, man. What I will give the edge a little bit to Snoop Dogg because he's a personality. He has a great personality. Jay-Z, not so much, right? But even that, and we being real, we talking about the biggest artists of all time. Jay-Z owns businesses. Snoop Dogg works for people.
Snoop Dogg owns businesses. Let's not
do that. He works for people.
Yeah,
the things that we love about him, he's working for WWE. He's working for he's working for people.
There's a lot of stuff that he's a part of that he's got equity in. He just don't talk about it all the time. You just got to pay attention, bro. He got a lot of stuff going on. Same thing with Shaquille O'Neal. People don't be understanding. Yeah. Shaquille O'Neal on a lower billionaire for real. He just don't talk about it.
He talk about it. He
owns Reebok, nigga. He ain't just no executive. They do that shit just to be cute, nigga. He got equity in Papa John's, nigga.
Papa John's, yeah.
No, he owns Reebok outright. He's got deep equity in Papa John's.
But we talking about Snoop Dogg, though.
Yeah. But still, like I'm saying, I'm not going to allow you to mess with the dog. The dog got his business right.
But don't say he's the biggest artist.
Yes, and I'm only saying out of like celebrity bandwidth, like touch, visibility, like how people. He had a murder charge. He was signed to a company called Death Row. This nigga used to be the biggest gangster in the world. Old ladies love, little kids love. Like, come on, bro. There's a lot of kids that don't know nothing about no goddamn Jay-Z, but they know a whole hell of a lot about Snoop Dogg, bro. Come on, man. That's just the reality of it. Now, who's got better music? I'm going to go with Jay. Come on, bro. If we're going to talk about who's got better business, I'm going to go with Jay. But who is, like, all right, if we on the red carpet, nah, I ain't gonna say that because Jay-Z it almost kind of matches up because the fact that he don't show up like that, when he do show up, people kind of go crazy. Like Hove don't be everywhere. So if he come up, it's gonna be a moment. But when
Hove is married to Beyonce. Hove cheated. Hove cheated on Beyonce. Listen. Hove cheated on Beyonce and got away with it.
Yo, shout out to Rod Dope, man. He's about Snoop definitely a big deal. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe nice Ice Cube or Ice T. Nah. Ice-T and Ice Cube had their own thing. Hell no, No Limit was turned up before Snoop. It's a debate. So anyway, while we're on music, can you explain? Can you young man explain to an old nigga like me how in the hell we got to the space with Sexy Red now doing a record, got Drake on it, but Drake is rapping over the BBL shit? How did we get here, bro? We a week away from the ending of a beef, and this guy goes. And can we all acknowledge the fact that for this record to legally come out, that Metro had to fucking clear the shit?
No, I think I don't think it had any copyright on it at all. I don't think, because remember, he put it out for everybody. He was like, yo, hop on the song. Whoever got the best verse, I'ma post it or some shit like that. Remember, he dropped it for everybody.
Got you.
I don't think there's a copyright thing, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can correct me if y'all listen.
Oh no, that is not a good idea, because Drake could literally take this record and publish it copyright, and that should be his.
No, I mean, it technically is I think it's Sexy Red's, but I mean, I think we got here because Drake is just one. Drake always has his ear to the streets, and we know that, right? That's why we love Drake. I think sometimes Drake goes too far when it's trying to be like witty or funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's like, man, let me show y'all I'm really that guy. And some things just be like distasteful a little bit or corny, right? That's the better word for it. I think some things be corny. For me, I could have dealt without this. I could have dealt without the Sexy Red song in general. But I mean, I think
no, not you. Sexy Red is your favorite female artist. You're documented, sir, for episodes and episodes and episodes.
No, I'm saying the Drake feature on Sexy Red right now. I could have just did without it. Especially after the beef thing. But I mean, I get his loyalty is clearly with Sexy Red. They clearly got some type of chemistry or something going on that we don't know about. We don't know what the hell is going on. But at this moment, I think it's just to lighten it up. Like, bro, I'm having fun with it. I don't care what y'all think, and I'm gonna do what I want because I'm Drake. I get it.
So you listen to the verse and you saying that this
I haven't even listened to the whole thing, to be honest. I listened to a little bit.
I haven't heard it at all.
Yeah.
So can we listen to it?
Yeah, we can play it.
Go ahead, throw that thing up there, man. And I just want anybody at home that's like, why you got me listening to it? It's J Hill fault.
Yeah.
So anyway. All right, let me do the. All right, boom, boom. Interesting about this record is that it really has an R&B format, and I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to understand the formula that Take Keith has kind of put into place to make this Sexy record, to make Sexy record in general work. It's like they focus on the catchphrase, yo, like she'll probably be rapping or talking shit in the studio, and she'll probably say some wild shit. Nigga will be like, yo, all right, that's gonna be not the hook, but this will just be some shit that's gonna be said, and we'll repeat it a couple of times. Boom. And then, like, all right, if you listen to this, the first verse, she kind of like saying the little phrases, then she go into the verse, then they go into the hook, and then bring the phrase back, almost like a bridge that you would do in an R&B song. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, all right, go into the second verse, you can get that shit done. Like, oh, this is interesting. Like, I've never heard a record structured like this before, but I can get why this is made for girls at the day parties. That's the only thing I'm listening to this for, is because I'm like, oh, all the ratchet chicks at the day party, they're gonna stand on top of the couches and they're gonna be saying these little catchphrases, and you know what I mean? And
you know what's funny? Like, the cool thing about you having an observation is you being able to foresee that. Because that's a great observation that you made. Because at first, when you said it, I'm like, man, I don't see anything interesting in this song. But as you started to articulate your opinion, I'm like, you are absolutely right. I can see this growing in the club or on people. It's one of them songs that you hate, but you always sing it.
That you always
I can hear girls like, nigga, we go together. Like, it's like,
exactly.
Like, this shit is trash. But I think the same thing. Wait, oh
god,
the same thing happened with her. My pussy pink, my booty hole. Like, I remember when that song first dropped, I hated it. I'm like, yo, what is this? Why are we listening to this?
No, you 100% right. And then I'm gonna make a way more controversial take right now. That's going to kind of go in line with some shit you said before. Since the beef is over, and I've gone back and listened to the records. Yeah, yo, that Drake joint. What is it? Meet the Family Matters.
Family Matters, yeah.
I can't stop listening to it.
Oh yeah, it's good.
I can't stop.
We all said that though.
Yo, I can't stop listening to it. I mean, like, and like they not like us is different. Like, that's a club banger. That shit is going, but it's not really it's still not my thing. I like it, and I get why niggas is all going crazy over it. You know what I mean? But it's not my thing. Like, and I feel like that's on the low. I feel like Drake. I think that's where, as much as people like, yo, it's no comparison. Drake got washed, and I'm like, nah, that's just y'all feeling emotionally because people have been wanting him to take an L.
So no, Drake did get washed, but but Academic had actually said something that I thought was extremely interesting because I agree with it. He said, fans swear this Drake Kendrick issue is like gangbanging. You're a lame ass fan if you can't like not like us, push-ups, Euphoria, and Family Matters all at the same time. Them rappers made tens of millions with their beef. Don't be that invested, and it ain't that serious. And I think I thought that was a truthful statement because, bro, I see a lot of fans hating on They Not Like Us. I thought that song was so great because, again, I'm not the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan. And when that song came out, I was like, damn, that song reminds me when Drake dropped what's the song he dropped against me?
Oh no, I forgot. I know what you're talking about.
What's the song?
I can't remember that shit for the life of me.
Hold up,
it's hypnosis music. Yeah, I can say that. And I know, dude. I know you saying though. You talking about the Sexy Red joint. So, fuck. Back to back.
The way everybody, I can't even go on my Instagram without hearing a song. Like, it's, bro, niggas are literally playing it back to back. No pun intended. Yo, Not Like Us, you gotta give it the credit it deserves because I know if you're not bro, I never heard Kendrick Lamar play as much on the internet as this time now. I've never heard it. I never cared to hear it.
This is just the first time you've paid attention to it. They play
Kendrick. Bro, we heard Damn, the other song, man. But
he's got what? He got a ton of records.
No, he got tons of records, but we never heard nobody play Kendrick Lamar like this back then. But come on, man. Come on. And the internet know it. We never heard the internet go crazy off on Kendrick Lamar like they're going crazy now. Because I feel like it's a unified front now because he's playing music that we all can relate to, not just his fans. And I think if you don't like Not Like Us, you're just a hater. That's my personal. I just think Not Like Us was really good. Like, it was really good. And I'm like, bro, you got that. You deserve that W. You deserve, because even if Drake was to drop a back-to-back, I don't think I feel not sorry, but I just think people are tired of Drake right now. And I like him. Cause I don't think Drake, because you gotta understand, Family Matters was really good. It was nothing that Drake could do to come up on top, to be honest, bro. Because the world was already against him. It was nothing he could do, literally, because if he dropped the back-to-back record, I didn't want to hear no back-to-back. I wanted to hear some rap shit. But Kendrick Lamar delivery, his whole strategy was just well thought out. It was 10 steps ahead. Like even with I don't like Meet the Grams. I didn't think that was that great of a song. A lot of people like it, but the way in which he dropped it, it's like, damn.
Right. No, I now that I agree. The best thing Drake did was to go on vacation, not because you should tuck your tail, but when you recognize that I'm not going to win this battle by continuing going back and forth. Now, let me let this shit die off. And I can sneak shot at you for the rest of my life on every hit record that I have coming up. I have an agenda. I've got business that I know that I got coming up. And the last thing I need to do is allow this beef to cloud the waters for all of the other ventures that I have. You know what I'm saying? And I need my little expert team of people to continue to clean up whatever stuff potentially I might have in the closet that I ain't ready to see to come out. But back to the Sexy Red record, like this Sexy Red record, once again, I don't dislike Sexy Red as a person. I don't like how she presents herself because I just think that's just crass and unclassy.
You know who she remind me of?
Who?
Cardi B. You gotta understand, when Cardi B first came out, we loved her. Why? Because
I'm not. Nah, yo, Cardi is hood, but Cardi is classy, yo. She know how to dress.
She's classy.
Yo, she's classy, bro.
Where?
She's classy. She's classy. Anywhere that ain't got nothing to do with her mouth. She classy, like, you know what I mean? She know how to dress.
Anywhere that don't got
Like, as long as she not talking, she classy as hell, bro. Like, look at the marketing. Like, look at how even when she be in the hood, she still look a little classy with it. Yo, Sexy Red look like I'm not trying to disrespect Sexy Red.
All right, so when I say she remind me of Cardi B, I'm saying in the aspect of her personality and who she is. So, for example, when Cardi B first came out, she was one of the most, if not the most relatable person on the internet, period.
No, I agree with that.
So think about it. She gave girls motivation that you can go on a reality TV show. You know how many girls go on a reality TV show with dreams of being a rapper? None of them hoes can rap. Y'all can't rap. Give it up. Cardi B went on reality TV show, and she not only had a dream and made it come to true, but she made it big time. So that gave so many women out there hope. Think about Sexy Red, bro. Sexy Red is the most ratchet hood. She's the everyday hood chick. I mean, when I lived in the projects, the girls look like Sexy Red. So you mean to tell me
look like Sexy Red? But
I'm not in the hood no more. I'm just saying when I was in the hood, the girls look like Sexy Red. So what I'm saying is I compare her to Cardi B because look at her. She's real. She's relatable. She's saying, yo, your everyday girl can make it because look at me.
And from that perspective, I give her respect and props. I'm not, once again, I don't want to turn this into I hate Sexy Red. It's not that. What I'm saying is her visual appearance is not appealing to me. It's not something that, like, if I was to see her on the street, I'm not trying to holler at you. If she was to even say something to me like, oh, I want to take you out, which has happened before, like some really super hood chick will come and try to holler, and I'll be like, yo, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? But I'm good. Like, I don't want to have, that's not the type of chick I would want to have anything to do with. And then when I'm hearing the records, it's reinforcing everything I'm thinking in my head. I don't want to have nothing to do with this type of chick. You know what I mean?
Sure. But bro, I mean, before what did you? But when you you wanted something to do with Cardi B when she first came out? She was a stripper. Like, I mean, what? Like she was a stripper. Her teeth was fucked up. Like, let's not have recency bias.
I would date Cardi B. No.
Before she had the money. Before she had the money.
Crazy ass Cardi B is just a Spanish chick from the Bronx. That's it. Like,
bro, do we not remember? One of her first songs was ran down on her twice. You play with me, then it's forever. If a bitch play with me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Cardi. It ain't too far apart. Cardi B just got some money. She got a teeth done. And she got the wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? She got the hair. Bro, she was rocking. She put fashion over on a map. Them jeans, $15.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So when we talk about
class has nothing to do with price tag. Class has everything to do with how you put outfits together. Shout out to Ace. Cardi B was a stripper from the Bronx who was also a blood when she came out. She wasn't classy until she made millions, G. Classy, once again, has nothing to do with expensive shit or non-association with
what's
gang.
The definition of classy?
And let's be real. The reason why we love Cardi B is because she was talking like real life shit. She was talking about, you know, how to stack bread. I was giving bitches advice.
That's not why we love Cardi B. That's
why the bitches love Cardi B.
No, that's not why they love Cardi B. They love Cardi B because she was the most relatable person that we've seen in a long time. Not even Nicki Minaj was as relatable as Cardi B. Cardi B came out wearing Fashion Nova. The shit was cheap.
I love it.
And no, you saying that they love Cardi B because what she was rapping about. No, they love, even to this day, they love Cardi B because when she's talking about politics, she don't have the best articulation. She don't know how to, she's not the most smart girl, but she's going to talk about it. She's going to give you her opinion. She's relatable.
And I will correct you. She's not the most articulate girl, but she is very intelligent. And the fact that she holds herself accountable and she tries to become better. Like, I love the fact that the person I'm looking at now, Cardi B, is everything I knew she would be. Like, yo, she was only a product of her environment. However, she was smart enough to learn and keep learning. You don't become the type of person that she becomes if you're not fucking actively learning.
So Sexy Red is there now. Sexy
Red is not there now.
I'm saying she's where Cardi B was.
Sexy Red is a young lady who is out here having fun, kicking it, doing her thing, which I respect, do your thing. But I don't see her having the same level of educational growth by herself. Her wanting to become more educated, to become more articulate, to become more classy. I feel like, yo, this person feels like this is who I am. I'm Sexy Red. I'm Sexy Red. Hey, I like this type of thing. I'm gonna fuck raw. I'm gonna have a bunch of kids. This is what I'm gonna do. Yo, if that's what she want, go ahead and do your thing, my nigga. But don't try. I definitely feel like it's disrespectful to try to compare Cardi and Sexy Red, bro. You talking about two different caliber of women, yo. That's just my opinion.
I feel like they're more similar than different.
No, I mean that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And you got yours. Y'all comparing apples to apples. No, we are not.
Kind of what I'm saying.
Apple bottles, apple bottles.
I mean, now what I will say is, did Cardi B have did Cardi B have an extensive or like extreme way of wanting to upgrade her life? Yes. Would I say that Sexy Red don't have that? No. However, is Sexy Red taking advantage of her brand? Absolutely. So yeah, I don't know what Sexy Red is doing behind her music, but I know she might be just be branding herself. She's that everyday chick around the way. She can't be the smartest chick in the room right now because that's not who our brand is. So I don't know who she is behind her music and behind her bars. It seems like, bro, you can't just be an idiot in this rap game. She's not stupid. She's backed by Drake. She's with him all the time. So she's probably more intelligent than what you're giving her to be. That's all I'm saying. Yes, Cardi B, when she first came out, she let you know that, bro, I'm not just where I'm from. And that was cool because we all didn't want to be where we was from. I get that, but I'm saying I think they're more similar than opposite.
I do not agree. And how about we do this? Why don't you go back to Cardi B's first interview on the Breakfast Club and compare Sexy Red's first interview on the Breakfast Club, and then y'all can, do it on, you know what I mean? Like let's do that. Let's go back and see some Cardi. You know what I mean? Like, cause I definitely feel like, let's see, Breakfast Club.
That's the good thing about live. We can, you know what I'm saying? We got time. We could slow walk this thing, slow cook this thing.
Oh Lord, Cardi looks so different. Oh Lord, oh my God.
Play that a higher playback speed, like 1.2.
Oh yeah. I see. Settings, playback speed is all right.
You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Special guest in the building.
Used to be like, oh, Belcalis. They never really thought much of me.
That's your name, Belcalis?
Yeah.
That's what the B stand for?
Yeah.
Cardi Belcalis?
Well, everybody calls me Bacardi, so it's
okay.
It's a B. It's just a B.
So that's a shame that teachers would say that about you.
They used to tell you that?
It's not like they say it. It's that I feel it. Like, I know I'm actually pretty smart in the subjects that I'm really good at. However, like I just always like being popular, like, oh yeah, I could do my homework, but I'd rather cut class and go to a hook party. So I just knew they never really thought.
What subjects were you good in?
I'm good in history.
Okay.
She know a lot of the history stuff. She know a lot of that stuff out there.
Like the social studies type stuff.
Yeah, I'm really good.
Was y'all doing a quiz or something?
No, Revolt was asking
right?
to talk about previous
okay. I was like, what?
What's your favorite historical event?
My favorite historical event, I really study a lot the Holocaust event, and I really study like a lot of things of war and everything,
Got you.
Little things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you were in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
And the people there were very excited, and it was nice that you shouted everybody out there in Flint. And they were like, it's great that Cardi can give, you go places.
So I'm not gonna go super deep into this, but let me give you all a couple of little tidbits off the top. Number one, the sign of a definitely intelligent person is an interest in history and the things that came before them, because that helps you get an understanding of how you should move forward. For a hood rat chick, they talking about like, yo, I got an interest in history. Nigga, that's some different shit. Number one. Number two, she's personable. She's charming everybody in the room. She got little jokes. She's aware that she doesn't have a lot of education, that she doesn't know the right things to say. Yo, that is a fucking sign of intelligence, my nigga. She's not just ignorantly just sitting up there being dumb. And once again, I hate that y'all putting me in a position to make because it just seems like I'm trying to be negative against Sexy Red.
I'm good. It's comparing. I think, but she also said she would rather hook school and be in the parties.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she's a young kid. That's what we all wanted to do when we was young. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn.
I never wanted to hook school and be in parties. Never.
Oh my God. Yo, stop the camera bullshit. Stop the camera cap.
Camera cap for what? I never wanted to hook school. Ask my friends. They did make fun. I never wanted to hook school. Never.
The club hoster himself didn't want to.
I first of all, I didn't get into club hosting until maybe college, bro. I wasn't into none of that shit, bro. I was playing football. I wasn't into that. That's why I don't know about all this hip hop shit. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I didn't start drinking until I was 21. I didn't care about that, but I still was cool. So when I say I didn't care to hook school, when my friends wanted to hook school, I'm saying you fucking stupid. I used to tell them that. Like, you dumb. You dumb. They used to want to smoke, you dumb. No.
Yeah.
For what? I'm trying to make it to the league at that time.
It's fun. Did you go to Patterson? I don't know.
I went to Patterson. I got beat up and had to transfer.
Wait,
Nigga,
what?
Yeah, nigga, like damn near broke my nose. I'll never forget my ex-girlfriend, her boyfriend. I was a freshman. This nigga had graduated. He had pulled up. I just got out the gym. Nigga was following us. And I'm like, man, you know me, I never been scared of nobody. I'm like, bro, like, why you following us? The nigga, like, I guess he wanted his bitch back. He like, he said something. I'm like,
your girlfriend's boyfriend. So
ex-boyfriend.
Okay, got you. And he was trying to
probably
get that.
Loving this story. He want to see this because I don't know what the nigga look like. I don't even know who the nigga is. I seen him one time. He probably definitely know. Yeah, I beat that nigga up when I was out.
Yo.
Oh man, I know for a fact he gonna clip this up like, yeah, that was me. Come to find out, that nigga had a metal plate in his hand and all that. Like,
holy
and it's crazy because it wasn't even like a smash down, run down, beat up. He hit me one time. Whole, if you know about Patterson, we had like light blue uniform shirts. My whole shirt was red. My motherfucking nose, my shit probably still dislocated. It was like that motherfucker crazy. But yeah, so my mom, and you know, I'm from over west. So I used to go to Patterson by myself every day. Like, you know, it's an east side school, but Patterson, like it's not in the hood, but there's a lot of hood niggas that go to Patterson, like from over east. So me from being from over west, like going over east, my mom's already didn't like it. I wanted to play football. I played varsity at my ninth grade year as a freshman, right? So like, I loved it. Like it was a football team. I think Coach Wren, it was his first year leaving. We had Coach Meatrack, I forgot, Coach Johnson, I think his name was, and like I started as a freshman, so I loved it. Man, I'm coming from the weight room. I'm with my girl at the time. I think her name was Sade, Sade with like SHARDAE or something like that. I'll never forget. Boy, we walking. And she was like, that's our ex or whatever, but he following us. So I'm like, yo, bro, why you following us? Like, I'm a freshman. This nigga just graduated last year. I'm like, yo, why you following us? He said something. I don't remember, but he said something smart. I'm like, bro, what you want to fight? I ain't never been scared to fight. I tell you that, boy. Nigga, like, what's up? We get it squared up. I don't remember. I know we just threw a couple hands. Boy, I think I swung. He ducked and caught me in the nose. Oh my gosh, boy, that probably one of the hardest hits I've ever felt in my life. My whole nose was just drenching. I had to catch the bus home. My whole blue shirt, bro, light blue shirt was red. It was bad, bro. My mom's like, yeah, maybe you should transfer. That's when I went to Northwestern. And I turned up there, man. But yeah, I went to Patterson. Patterson was a great school for me. Like Patterson, it's a big ass high school. That was a great school, bro. Like, and that was a great school. It's unfortunate that I got my ass whooped and I had to transfer, but whatever.
I love your willingness to be open and honest about that.
Man, I afford a lot. I done kicked a lot of niggas' asses. I can admit when I got a couple L's. I got a couple L's. A couple. I had to take some L's and learn how to get some W's. But back to Cardi B and Sexy Red. I think, I just never wanted to hook school, but you can go ahead and put Sexy Red out there.
No, I'm Hold on.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious, our guest co-host. We got a special guest in the building. Sexy Red.
What's up, girl?
What's up?
How are you? First of all, you pregnant, you blowing up, still got to work. How you feeling this morning?
Tired as fuck, man.
Turn your we here twice.
So early.
Then your doctor say relax and take it easy. You ain't been listening.
We here twice, though.
Working, traveling, doing shows, videos.
Every time I go to the doctor, you still working?
Yeah.
We here twice. It's like
oh shit. Let me fix that.
Mr.
All right.
You feel like you're gonna miss the moment if you don't, if you.
No, I can't stop work. I gotta get this money.
You got it on full screen?
Absolutely.
Well, when you came in here, I spoke to you, and the first thing you said was, "No, you can at least look at me."
She don't even want to look at you.
For real, you ain't gotta mess with me, but you can look at me.
She walk in and say, "Hey, Charlamagne, hey, DJ Envy," just said hello. She was like,
I was gonna say my damn self. I'm right here.
I missed it. Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, I spoke to her and she said, "I don't mess with you, Jess." And I said, "Why?" She said, "Cause you be sneak dissing." I said, "All right, tell me what's wrong. Tell me about it. What's up?" All right, let me know why.
You be sneak dissing.
All right, how do you feel like I sneak diss?
I see everything. I was trying to make sure y'all wasn't sneak dissing before I came up here too.
What we sneak diss?
Hey, off rip. That's a woman to me. That's better than some of these men out here. They niggas be acting like, "Oh, she went up there, just spoke to her off camera. She said, nah, I don't rock with you." That's some real nigga shit to me.
You know what makes this whole comment? All right, first of all, this was probably the most annoying. This is first of all, I hate conversations of this style. They spent 30 minutes of her. Just kept saying the same thing, asking the same question. Tell me specifically what I said. You know what you said. No, I don't. And just kept saying, I know what I've said about you. I know I might have said this, that, and the third, but this was not meant to hurt you. This was not meant to be negative. Now, if you took that wrong, I apologize. No, you know what you said, all of that. And then if you continue to watch, it gets to a point where she never admitted to even knowing. She just said, well, I heard. And I'm like, but I never said no. I love you. I support you. I think you're the great. Jess went over the top to try to be apologetic, to be loving, to be supportive. And, even that.
Bro, I love this
too.
And I'm going to disagree. I love this for the simple fact we see two different stances from two women, right? That's super important. No, bro, if you do something to me, I don't have to accept your apology. So you can keep that. No, hold up. You can keep that. Hold up. And I don't have to tell you what you did. You know what you said. You can stand on it. I don't have to discuss it with you. And I feel like everybody needs to learn this valuable lesson because, bro, I don't owe you no explanation. If you do something to me, you said that you said things about me. So you stand on that. I don't have to tell you anything. One, right? I love that stance from Sexy Red, but I also love the stance from just like, what did I say to you? Being apologetic, right? Owning her mess. I think that's stand up. I love it from both individuals, from both perspectives.
I don't agree with that because all right, let's say for instance, if I said something to be mean or if I said something that hurt your feelings or something that triggered you and affected you in a certain kind of way, if you don't explain to me what's going on, how the hell do I know?
I don't have to. You can, bro, you need to be more.
I'm not saying that you have to, but if we're gonna occupy the same space, and let's be even more real, bitch, you coming on my platform now? Like, Jess
wasn't Jess platform at the time.
That's Jess platform.
She was a guest host.
No. That was like one of her first official interviews as being the official co-host.
No, that's not true. It's not true. You want to bet?
Right, we'll go back and research that later.
You want to bet?
Hold on. It doesn't fucking matter whether she was a guest host or not. It's her platform when they asked her to be the host to be there. So yes, now I'm a part of this platform. So you coming in the room to get an interview done. If we're really having a real conversation and the young lady saying, I love you, I don't see what I've done wrong. Can you explain it to me? And because that's what Jess is doing. Jess isn't trying to challenge her to be an asshole. Jess is not trying to attack her. Jess is saying, I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what was said. Can you tell me what was said? Because maybe she kept saying, maybe you misinterpreted what I said. Let me explain to you what was said.
And I love that about Jess. I love that Jess took that approach again. But again, I think that people need to see both sides. Like, I think what Jess did was stand up. Was a stand-up individual thing. That's what a woman should do, right? Yeah, I agree with that. But I'm saying from somebody who I'm not like, I can appreciate the other side of, we have to be more intentional as individuals out here, as men, as women. We got to be more intentional with our words. So if you said some things about me that I possibly could not like, you got to live with that. I don't have to explain it. So if you did something, I don't need to explain myself to you because you know what you did. You know when you did it. You know how you did it. So at the end of the day, hello, we can be cordial. I don't have to talk to you. You spoke to me. I said, no, I don't rock with you. Period. Point blank, period. And that's from somebody, because I'm not like that really. But I appreciate that other side.
I don't appreciate it at all, because that to me that just shows a sign of somebody that is unwilling to grow, that you're still in pain because of trauma from your past, and that moments have happened and it triggers you, and you haven't learned how to address the issue that's triggering you. If you're not willing, because at the end of the day, somebody could have said something, you took it wrong. I've literally been in conversations where I was fucking a girl. And we were in bed, and she started talking about some drama that was going on around her. This is real life. I swear to God, this is factual. She starts telling, woe is me stories. And I looked at her and I said, look, babe, it's going to be all good. Man, you powerful. You smart. I guarantee you're this is all going to work out. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Do you know this girl got out of bed, got dressed, and said, take me home? I said, what the fuck? What's going on? She said, yo, you being patronizing and disrespectful and da-da-da. And I'm like, by being supportive? But I'm like, I don't understand. Like, she had trauma issues from the past with dealing with whatever. You know what I'm saying? And by me being positive to her, it triggered her to feel like I was trying to make fun of her or disrespect her. But that's not what I was trying to do. I'm literally naked, just got up out your pussy and shit. I'm trying to be like, we having a little cuddly moment. I'm trying to be supportive. The point I'm making is unhealed people will allow moments to cause pain for them. And if you were to take yourself out of that moment and you look back and you talk to the person who's talking to you and listen to that person, you might find out that what you thought you heard, that's not really what happened. Okay. How you interpreted the situation isn't true.
So let's fast. What? No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You good, brother. You good.
I was saying, let's fast forward past that part then. Our whole point is just trying to see how both of them articulated themselves.
Worry, the same person as
I don't play that government name.
All right, I feel you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was you really fucking Drake? That was another thing I saw when they asked you about Drake. You're like, I be fucking, we be fucking.
No, see, that's how you playing.
How you supposed to know when you playing Sexy Red?
It don't matter. Y'all, I feel like people take the internet too serious. That's why
even this though.
I like what y'all is like that. Y'all not gonna really know what's going on. Y'all just
once again more childish.
But is this childish from her though? Come on, bro. This ain't right. Because even how they approaching her compared to how they think about it, bro. Let's be like this, because I hate when niggas do that to me, bro. Nah. When Cardi B came up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the first conversations that they had was, bro, she's intelligent. She loves history, right? They're talking about what she's good at. Mm-hmm. Not even like they're still talking about you fucking Drake. They talking about nonsense. How would you expect me to respond in that? Like the way they're approaching Sexy Red compared to how they approach Cardi B. Come on, bro.
The question was asked, yo, we heard you say this online. Oh, her response is, yo, y'all taking all of this shit seriously. And he's like, the fuck? Like, yeah, nigga, we're in a multi-billion-dollar business, nigga. What you said has an effect. Yes, you are a celebrity. So, like, what you say is going to have impact. That's the point. So, her trying to play stupid about it, like, oh, why y'all getting so... Because, shorty, you're literally standing right next to the nigga. You doing videos with the nigga. You working with the nigga. So, like, yeah, like, and you know that if either you're gonna say, and I mean, I'm not mad at her because the way she played it off was just like, yo, y'all, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing, but don't get all defensive about it. Either embrace the fact that you know you was playing and say, nigga, I'm just playing. That's some bullshit. Or, you know what I mean? But once again, that she keeps taking that ass. See, y'all be taking everything I do so seriously. Yeah, nigga. Cause look,
so you said she didn't like. We're saying that she didn't articulate herself as well as Cardi did in her first interview. Is that what we're saying?
No. I just feel like what I'm looking at is just a different type of person. That's not my vibe. I remember somebody in the comments earlier was just like, yo, Jay, these are two different personalities. You just like Cardi B's personality more. And that is pretty much it. You know what I mean?
I'm not mad. I can't argue that.
And I just wanted to separate. I just felt like Cardi is a different monster from Sexy Red, from the mentality space, and the mentality kind of rolls out into how they dress, you know, how they move around, how they present themselves. That's all I'm saying is that Sexy Red is a super attractive woman. Period. I'm never going to take that away. Sexy Red is bad. Is she my choice of bad? Nope. Does she come off the type of person I would come off with? Nope. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? Sexy Red might have blood affiliation, but Cardi ain't. I mean, like, they not sitting there talking about it. So, like, I ain't worried about it. But like, I would prefer to hang out with somebody like Cardi versus like hanging out with somebody like Sexy Red. I've actually got homegirls that's like Cardi. All of my homegirls is more like Cardi and less like Sexy Red. Girls like Sexy Red, I don't hang out with. And that's no disrespect to none of them, bro. I love all of y'all. Hey, when I see y'all at the cookouts, when I'm around my cousin's way and all that, y'all know I fuck with y'all. You know what I mean? I used to fuck a little gangster bitch back in the day. You know what I mean? She used to come in my crib with the fucking pistol and all that, selling coke. So, I mean, you know, when I was young, I fucked around with some crazy shit, but it's just not my vibe anymore. I'm just old. I don't even know how the fuck we got here. How did we get here? This conversation is so insane.
I think it's.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just realized something. Oh, this is a crazy.
I just think the people love both of them for a similar reason, man. They both super relatable. Like Cardi B is definitely somebody who's but that's also plays a part in it too, bro. Cardi B from New York. Sexy Red is from St. Louis.
Right.
What the fuck is insane? Let me not do that.
But like, some bad bitches in St. Louis.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the girls. I'm just saying the mentality. When we talk about the mentality, like New York is so ahead of a lot of the world.
Right. You know that is true. And I definitely want to bring that up as a topic, is that like, because of they different places that they sit in, maybe because we so used to East Coast girls, like I'm used to dealing with New York chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I was in Atlanta, I would end up bumping into New York girls and would love messing with them. You know what I'm saying? More than other chicks. And so I might just be a little biased, a little something. You know what I mean? Because we all have our little things that we like. You know what I mean? So like,
I love both of them, man. I love both of them. I think I don't like every song that Sexy Red dropped, and I think both. And I think she, when it comes to like the poison, but this hip hop, like all this shit is poison. If you want to be real.
So like, if Sexy Red fell through, right, and did the pod with you, and then after the lights was off, she was just like, "Yo, have dinner with me," like, you know what I'm saying? I'm single. You know, you know what? She ain't gonna, because I know how niggas is nowadays. She ain't gonna ask if you single. I mean, and you had a available situation, would you be like, "Yo, let's go"?
Nah.
So moving on.
What, you think I'm lying?
No, I'm with you. That's what I'm saying.
I'm Cardi B, bro. We have so much recency bias. Cardi B looks amazing, but she invested in a lot of that. She invested a lot of money into looking amazing. That's all I'm saying.
I forgot how Cardi used to look. So like when I saw her with that when I was pulling it up, I was like, "Oh Lord."
But that's why, bro. And I ain't trying to be this guy, bro. But that's why I don't do celebrity crushes. 1, and 2, I never judge no chick like that's famous or rich or whatever outside of the chick that I'm dealing with, because bro, money changes everything. These niggas be in relationships looking at these hoes that's like on the internet, the Dreas, the Cardis, and all that. Man, they got their whole body done.
Right.
Ain't none of this shit real. You talk about some, man, she bad, bro. I mean, your bitch would be bad too if she had a couple M's in the bank. Or a couple 100,000 in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't really be doing it. I don't have no celebrity crush. I don't be on that. Like, because I mean, yeah, they look good, but it's a different playing field. It ain't the same variables. What they say, you can't compare. In science class, they used to always say you can't compare projects when the variables are different. All the variables have to be the same in order for you to compare.
But you know, the weird thing is, like, all of my celebrity crushes from when I was young, and I look at them now, it's crazy that you say that, because I have a tendency to pick women that look way more like normal. Like, they don't go for all of the extra stuff. Like Sade, the singer, is literally I would want to marry her just off of the type of songs that she creates, the way she carries herself in interviews. She's never had any work done on her body. It's just really simplistic. Like, you know what I mean? I always had a crush on Maya when she was young, but because I knew she was gonna be thick when she grew up. So I was just like, yo, that type of shit. But anyway, like, I'm sure,
I ain't gonna lie to you though.
I like Jill Scott. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted Jill Scott.
Bro, I don't discriminate against like surgery. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, maybe I'm shallow. I don't care. Like, I don't care about it. As long as it look good.
It's not shallow at all, nigga.
I don't care. Like, you get your body done. I don't care. As long as you look good. You look good, presentable, decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't look like no hoe out here. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't give a fuck if you get your titties done. I know sometimes you have a baby, you might not feel as confident. Like, I understand. You feel me? Like, if you want to get your titties done, get your titties done. If you want to get your ass done, listen, man, confidence is everything. And if you don't feel confident, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would love for you to go to the gym, but at the same time, let's be real. A lot of people out here comment on girls' bodies in the gym, and they really don't even know half, because a lot of times to keep that body, you gotta be in the gym to keep it up. So like, I mean, I don't discriminate against that shit.
Let me tell you something, Jay. When we get this check, right, the big check, I'm gonna be skinny, bro. I'm gonna be in, what do they call it? I'm gonna go down to the Dominican Republic. I'm be gone for 3 months, and I'm coming back skinny.
Yo, your insurance might pay for that now, though. I think I
want the whole thing. Like, I want a plastic surgery. I'm coming back with a 6-pack, skinny as a bitch.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. Shit,
new ass, new legs. I'm coming back everything, nigga. I'm coming back 20-foot long dick, the whole nine.
If I could, I'd get my knees done. But then I would have to get my arms done with it. You feel me? So I mean,
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Get the package, yo. You know what I mean? I just come back slim and trim, or like either that, or because you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. If we got the bag, once we get the bag, excuse me, because the bag is coming, I'm gonna do the healthy, like get a trainer thing, and then like be on the schedule first. I'm gonna get that 6 months, my nigga. If that shit don't happen in 6 months, I am calling the surgeon.
I told you what to do, bro. Just start running, bro. Start walking. If you just start walking today, bro, I promise you're gonna lose. I think I'm down almost 50 pounds in this month. This is crazy.
Nigga, we was together last week. You look like it. You look like the weight ran from you, like, nigga. So,
bro, just start running. You cut out some things in your diet just for a little bit. It gets easier. I stopped eating rice, stop eating bread, I stopped eating potatoes. I just started introducing sweet potatoes because that's a vegetable. But like, I stopped eating potatoes, rice, bread. What else was it? Pasta. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't had pasta in a minute. I haven't ate rice. You know what I'm saying? But bro,
everything you just named is like my favorite shit.
But it gets easy, bro. It gets like rice is hard. Rice was hard, but it gets easier, bro. It gets easier. Potatoes, it gets easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I introduced sweet potatoes. So now even if I want French fries, I'll do sweet potato fries. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else? I don't drink like that. Well, I don't drink at all. I mean, I would drink. I mean, because I like drinking, but I don't drink at all just because it's just, I don't need to drink. But if I did drink vodka. I know it might not taste the best, but bro, none of us drinking alcohol for the taste anyway. We trying to get to a point. Drink some vodka and some soda water. You know what I'm saying? No calories. Like, it's things that we can do to still enjoy what we like to enjoy and be a little bit healthier. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut out the snacks. I'm a big snacker. I introduce fruit, right? And now I'm starting to introduce snacks back because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that's my guilty pleasure, but I got some Cheez-Its, fat-free Cheez-Its. I'm getting even the yogurt I get, fat-free yogurt, no sugar. I'm getting like different protein bars with peanuts and, you know what I'm saying? Still got chocolate in there, but it got the peanuts, the proteins. You feel me? Like, it's ways we can get around what we like in our guilty pleasures and still eat what we desire to eat.
Thank you. You are 1000% correct. I'm gonna make one little pushback to King Hazy and say, brother, because he said I drink tequila is made from agave. That's beautiful, but you also gotta understand what a lot of these American companies, they put tons of sugar in that motherfucker, and they put also additives like vanilla extract and all that shit. Because tequila, if you really drink real tequila, it ain't that Grand Cormino and all of the stuff like that got that nice flavor to it. Nah, nigga, that shit is rough. Like real tequila, rough.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a drinker. Bro, I seen a video. It was funny because the guy was like, man, I like drinking. I like getting up and go. Like, that's how I feel about it. Because I think, I mean, if you drink responsibly, I think it's a great feeling, bro. I just like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Going out on a date, having a drink, some wine or whatever, some tequila straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do like drinking, but to be honest, bro, I'm gonna be real. Man, my body transformed, bro. I don't want to do nothing to change it. Like, I think I've been catching myself eating a little bit too many snacks again, even though it's fat free. It's like, yeah, because I love the transformation. Like, so it's like, it's all hard. Pick your heart. Being healthy is hard. Not being healthy is hard. Which hard do you want? So it's like, I get up every day and I might seem like, I don't know, I'm conceited, but it was a time where I hated looking at myself in the mirror every day.
Really?
What, bro? I hate look. I seen pictures, I deleted them. Pictures was terrible. Like, my stomach is over my waistline. It's disgusting, bro. I get up every day. I'm on the scale every morning, every evening. I'm looking in the mirror every single chance I get. I'm taking selfies like a bad bitch every, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I love my body. So it's like, I'm at a point where it's nothing that I want to do that's going to decline it or make it go in the opposite direction. You feel me? And once you get there, you start to enjoy it. At first, it's hard. I'm gonna be real. And again, I ain't trying to turn this into some health class, but it's like, bro, man, this journey is just amazing. And that's why I say, bro, get out there and walk, bro. If you, I know it, bro. It takes 30 minutes, bro. You be surprised. Get out there and walk. 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure if you walk, you probably do 2 miles.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to run, get you a weighted vest. You know what I'm saying? Get you a sauna suit and just walk. You ain't in competition with nobody. I guarantee you're gonna start dropping pounds and change out the snacks for fruit. Just eat fruit. I eat fruit. I get the non-sugar yogurt. You can mix the fruit in with the yogurt. You get what I'm saying? Man, bro, I just substitute your fruit for your snacks, bro. You'll see a difference in a week. I promise.
That's what's up. All right. So back to the music. Apple Music dropped the list.
Yeah.
Top 100 albums of all time. Now, before you even get into your spiel, I want to muddy the waters out the gate. Like I'm really gonna because I swear to God, when this video came up on my timeline, I never thought about this, but this fucks the whole thing up and makes it so much more difficult. Hit that clip down there.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Clear about Isaac Hayes not being on the top 100 best albums of all time. This album actually sampled Isaac Hayes. This album actually sampled Isaac Hayes. This album actually sampled Isaac Hayes. This artist sampled Isaac Hayes. So did this artist. Definitely influenced by Isaac Hayes. This album actually samples Isaac Hayes. This album actually samples Isaac Hayes. This album actually samples Isaac Hayes.
Pause it, bro.
Guess what? This album actually samples Isaac Hayes.
Bro, I'm so glad you played that. I don't know the Isaac Hayes album. I don't think I heard it, but bro, to all my creators, bro. Oh man, I'm not trying to get on my motivational bag, bro.
No, go do your thing.
This is such an important like piece of content. You see how I'm assuming Isaac Hayes wasn't on top 100 albums?
No, none of his projects.
But he just named like 10 people that was impacted by Isaac Hayes, bro.
Or use his music to make different music.
Yeah, bro. Excuse my language. I'm trying to stop cursing. Why am I not? Forget what these big corporations, companies, forget all them numbers, them thresholds that they try to put on you. Forget all that. Because one thing that a lot of people overlook is cultural impact. And I think somebody had to tell me, I don't know if it was you, Jay. Somebody told me about cultural impact that made me open my eyes. And a lot of times these corporations and these companies overlook that. But you can't overlook cultural impact because why? Because the people feel it. Think about riding their interviews. I'm always killing myself about the numbers and the numbers and the numbers. Bro, my DJ Drama interview did, maybe I'm being generous, 10,000. Maybe not that. I'm sure it didn't do 10,000. It did like 5,000-6,000 views on YouTube. You know how many conversations came from that interview?
10,000.
10,000. Meek Mill still tweets about it to this day. Shade Room, The Breakfast Club, Academics, some of the biggest platforms in the world has spoken about that interview because we talked about one simple thing and who was the Jay-Z of our generation. Man, fuck all these numbers, fuck what these corporations telling you, fuck what these companies saying, and continue to do your thing because the culture is always going to speak on what you're doing. So all these numbers and these fake ass accolades don't mean shit. Don't get caught up in it because, bro, when you're doing something impactful, the world is going to speak back. And like when I'm so glad you played that because I'm listening. I ain't even listened to Isaac Hayes album. I don't even know what he's talking about. But I felt it, bro, because it's like, bro, you might be left out all the conversations that the big dogs are having that you might not be a part of or whatever. But bro, when you doing something impactful, the universe is gonna speak back. My bad, bro. We can play it back.
No. Before you even get into that, I love the fact that you just said that. That is such an important element of purpose. You know, understanding why you do what you do and, you know, to continue moving. So let me give him an example. I'm going to give y'all an example, kind of play off of what he's just saying. A lot of corporations would rather get somebody that can mimic what Jay Hill does versus getting Jay Hill because they know they would have to pay Jay Hill his quote. A lot of people will be like, yo, we want something like Jay Hill. Go to the little discount nigga for $150 and say, yo, I need you to do this for me like way Jay Hill did it. And then the person will do it. It won't be as good. It won't be as purposeful. It won't be as impactful. But a lot of companies will do that. It's very rare in this time period that people, and I can't remember. I was just listening to a podcast yesterday. No, I was watching the Ray Daniels interview. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/J Hill podcast, and listen to that Ray Daniel interview. Phenomenal, bro. You did a phenomenal job. That was a beautiful conversation. I'm on my third time listening to it from beginning to end. I'm telling y'all, it's a life-changing moment. But he talked about how these corporations are all about money. These motherfuckers ain't really trying to impact culturally. They just want to see what the fastest turnaround on a buck is going to be. And that's the difference with this time period versus the past. The past, in 50, 60 years ago, it was definitely always about making money, but it was always about let's impact the culture, because by impacting the culture, we can make money.
Bro, I'll go in even deeper than that. But before I go, because I want to be, I just try to be real as possible. I ain't even talking about that perspective. I'm talking about numbers though, because a lot of times they ask for astronomical numbers to be put on these platforms. They want, and I'm being transparent as hell. They want 60,000 downloads to be just to be looked at on a platform. If I had 60,000 downloads, I'm not being on your platform. I'm smarter than that.
Right.
They want millions of views to be on a platform. If I had millions of views, I don't need you, you fucking dickhead. Whatever. But anyway, man, I just lost because I was gonna say radio. We look at radio, right? At one point in time, boy, I feel like an old damn, bro. I feel like one of them old bitter niggas. Radio. There was a point in time when we all had dreams of being when you in multiple cities, multiple states. What is it called?
Oh, syndicated.
Syndicated. Hit me out. We all had big dreams of being syndicated. Syndicated ain't shit but being able to save some money. Think about it, bro. If you wasn't syndicated, they gotta hire radio personalities for every single city, every single state. They gotta pay them personalities. And them personalities ain't cheap when we talk about full time. So why would I pay 15, 20 different personalities when I can give it to this one guy? I pay him half the price and he be in 15, 20 different cities and states. Come on, bro. This shit is a business, and we gotta understand this is new age slavery. So yeah, like this is why I never was good in corporate. I be wanting them corporate jobs. I swear, I promise you. Like 92Q, maybe still, maybe I don't know, maybe not. But it's hard for me to have. It's hard because I don't conform to the bullshit that they be doing. They'll put you in a place like, yeah, you syndicated. You in 10 different cities. That shit don't mean nothing. It's just for you to pay me half the price, not even half, a quarter the price. Bro, think about it. Your salary would be 100. Let's say not even 100, because they want to give you money for being talented. They want to give you. We got your talent fee too. So you gonna be booked. That ain't my salary. What my salary should be. Whatever. Anyway, they'll pay you $75,000. I know too much about this because I never was close to having a full-time position. This ain't never been my life, but I just know the game, and I never was gonna be no puppet just to get to that place. That's stupid, dumb. I wanted to be that, but by the time I got in there, so I gotta wait 10 years. Just to get a chance to be a full-time employee, just to get a chance to be the big dog, just to get fucked when I'm the big dog. You can suck my dick. I'm sorry, but anyway. So yeah, they will pay you, let's say $70,000, $100,000. Let's say $100,000 to be a full-time the guy at a radio station. Yo, bro, we need somebody in Charlotte. We need somebody in Detroit. We're gonna put you on there. All right, bet. How much you gonna pay? Maybe $20,000 raise, maybe. But if you hired a full-time guy, he would get at least 60, right? So I can't get 50. Nah, the budget ain't, man. Listen, man, this independent shit, bro, ownership. And I know y'all here, we talk about it all the time, but when you own what you have, bro, nobody can take nothing away from you but you. But you. Ownership is the most important key to this, bro, and it might be harder. I'm talking to my creators, my entrepreneurs. It's going to be harder. It's the steps route. But guess what? My legs feel a lot better at the top of them steps when I got that workout in. I'm telling you, bro. Like, bro, I know it's hard. You out there, you starting your own podcast. You want the looks, you want to be signed. But bro, being signed ain't nothing but a finesse. Because they only think about what will you do when it comes to business. I'm not paying nobody more than I'm paying myself. And I gotta make profit if I'm paying somebody to work for me. That's just the game.
That's the way the business works.
And that's nothing wrong with that. So you mean to tell me you're willing to go all in for your business to sign it to somebody else for a look? Because that's all we're doing. I'm gonna be real because I'm still looking. It's a look. But what is it worth? This is the things you gotta ask yourself. What is it worth? Okay, I'm signing. Understand what you're doing. Understand how you can maneuver. And I think this is why I always got in trouble, because no matter what gig I took, I always had a plan for Jay Hill. I worked at KYS in DC. Guess what? I wasn't a full-time employee, but I used my Radio 1 I used my Radio 1 email to get interviews for Jay Hill. They called me out on it. I got in trouble for it. But that's just the game. I was willing to take that risk. When I worked at, I was Love the Culture Radio on BBC Radio. I was working at DTLR at the time. Guess what I was doing? We had interviews with T.I. I'm getting Love the Culture Radio drops because I understood that was me. That was mine. Nobody could take that away from me. I got in trouble for it. I mean, I got called out for it. All I'm saying is, bro, understand where you at, understand where you want to go, and always have a plan for yourself. I think Flo says this a lot. Put something in, put something towards your goals today. Put something towards your dreams today. And a lot of times we get in these big corporations and we forget. We forget. Maybe I shouldn't go too hard in this, but as a guy, I'm not gonna say no name. It's a guy at DTLR. I think he's one of my favorite personalities. That nigga, I personally think he's like that. But I think DTLR outshines him, and it will never happen with me. Never. When you go into these companies, bro, I don't want y'all to forget about you, because a lot of times we go in these companies and we trying to put so much into them so they can rise us up, and we forget about ourselves and we lose our own identity. Never. I probably shouldn't went that far, but I'm just being real with y'all. I want niggas to learn, and I can only give experience, fucking advice from my own real experience. So yeah.
No, I mean, if you're gonna, I feel like this is the you just said everything perfectly. I would not, I ain't got no. I think what you just said was, and you said it in the right way. I definitely, listening to the Ray Daniel interview, that reinforced me. That, like, everything you just said, when Ray said that shit, it hit me different, because he was just like, you could give me the big, like, you could make me the CEO of Def Jam, but you can still take the job from me. But if I'm in charge of my own shit, nobody can take it from me.
Nobody.
Even if I'm only making $50,000 a year, that's mine. I'm going to always get that, because that's mine. Nobody can take that from me. So, like, why would I want to go to the top of somebody else's mountain that I can get knocked off of when I can build my own mountain and never get knocked off? And I was just like, damn, that fucking put everything into perspective. You know what I mean? To just say, yo, I would turn down this job, even though it was something that I dreamed about my entire life. This is the dream job for me, and I would still turn it down. That is deep, because that puts into perspective. And I think it's because I'm older that it means more to me. I don't know if it meant the same to you or other people, but like, bruh, like, that meant everything to me, because at this point, I'm looking for my own life security. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to be able to maintain at 60, 70, 80, 100 years old.
So that's the difference between me and Ray, though. I mean, I understand what Ray said, and I think it definitely sparked some inspiration. And I think we spoke about it before. Wisdom only comes from experience. I got fucked, but at the end of the day, bro, I did that to myself. I put my hands on somebody. If I liked it or not, I did that to myself. But I know for a fact I'm a master at work. And what I mean by that is, bro, you can give me a job. I did it before at any given time. You can give me a job and I'm never going to forget about me. Never, ever. So that's why I might not agree, because I'm going to take the job, because I understand the power of the company as well. Don't get it twisted, though. I know the power of Jay Hill. I know what Jay Hill did for DTLR, but let's not get it twisted. I would be a fool not to acknowledge DTLR in my come up. I'll be a fool not to acknowledge what that had on my name. I'm not oblivious to that. So if I got offered a executive position at a company, I'd be a fool to not understand what that could do for my name, what impact or in return could do for my business. Because a lot of times people look at your title, what you do, on how they're going to respect you and approach you. And that's corny as hell, but I understand the game. And I'm always going to play the game. As long as it doesn't jeopardize my integrity, right? So what I'm saying by that is, if I got offered a position and I got my own business, we seen Diddy do it. he's a scumbag now. Fuck him. But I'm talking about when he worked for, was it Motown? We saw what he did with Biggie. He used, and we can't, if he would never worked at Motown, people probably would have never respected him to be on his own. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not saying I'm not saying that he's wrong, but he has experience that I don't have yet, because the letter thing, he might not look at it as he was wrong, and he might shouldn't, right? I know I had a part to play in my situation, so I don't have the same experience as well, because I gotta own what I did at the job or not. I gotta own that, and I did. So because that is still a little bit of me saying I still could work under a corporation for a little bit of time, a means to end, get in for me and get out. But because he's older, you're older, I can see you like, nah, I'm never going to be in that position again. But me, what position I was put in? As soon as I left, as soon as I got fired, we dropped 2 million on my own YouTube. Would I've had no ghostwriter if I didn't go to DTLR? No, I only created it because I was there, to be honest. We did 2 million after I got fired on my personal page. Shorty, he probably saw me through the freestyles that I did on that platform. Again, I'm not taking nothing away from me because I did that. That was my thing. But it started somewhere. So if I'm an executive at a big company or big corporation, I know what I can do at this corporation and at this company and how it can be recognized worldwide outside of just myself. Because if I do it by myself individually, yeah, maybe a couple of people will see it. But if I do it for them, people are going to see it differently and on a bigger scale. And then I can show you, man, yeah, that wasn't nothing. That was what I did with 50% of my time. Imagine what I can do with 100. Now I got the eyes of everybody. That's just how I look at it. I ain't never leaving no cards out the table. But I understand his perspective though. And yours. I understand.
And to a certain extent, I see what you're saying. You take any situation to leverage it to do something bigger. You know what I mean? If you saying, all right, if it's a bigger mountain, I could just go up there and then I could swing to something different, which I see and I respect it. But there comes a point where if you are Ray Daniels and you've been in the music industry for 20 years, there's really nothing that even being the CEO of Def Jam is going to do for you. You already got the relationships. You already got the connections. You already have the financial stability. You know what I'm saying? You already have all of that. So it doesn't, there's no resource over there. The only resource at the level that he's on, the only resource he really needs is time. I need time to grow. And even that part, oh my God, y'all need to watch this interview. This nigga said, I'm paying a nigga to teach me social media. Yeah. He said, I think I know this shit, but I'm gonna
pay him anyway.
I'm gonna pay him anyway, because just in case there's some shit that I don't know, I need to find out. I said, oh, hell to the no. You know what I'm saying? Just, yo, I'm bringing in a nigga. I'm paying him $60,000 to teach my team. Bop, 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 bop.
I'm learning that. I'm learning that in Atlanta, man. A lot of times we sleep on the best investment that we should be investing in, and that's ourselves.
The brain.
The best investment is self-investment, bro. I'm trying to tell you, dog. Like, bro, and even bro, we think too small, bro. Listen, I was one. If you do interviews, I've been in my bag. But I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
You think too small. I'll be on your phone dumping ideas on a truckload. Go ahead.
My creatives, right?
Got you.
Yo, I seen somebody on Instagram. That's my problem. I always want to say a name. I gotta stop that. I'll be ready to say names, but I seen somebody on Instagram.
If they do some shit, go ahead.
I seen somebody on Instagram and they was bragging about them not paying for interviews. And like, I ain't never paid for no interview. I'm not paying for no interview. Like, that's just like, you know, all I said, a relationship based. That's what I do. And I used to do the same thing. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of creators out there who say the same thing. But it was one time when I had my eyes open, figuratively. I seen that Breakbeat was suing Funny Marco for a Boosie interview that they paid for. Okay. Breakbeat paid Boosie to come on to do a Funny Marco interview. I would think Funny Marco could just do that on his own. Okay, cool. I'm listening to one of the episodes. Come to find out, Joe Budden paid Dr. Umar to come on. They said literally that was the best investment we ever made. I'm looking at myself. Who do I want to be? Don't want to be this nigga with this big ass ego and say I can just get it on my own and get relationships. That's cool. But if I look outside of myself, the corporations, Breakbeat being one of them, they are paying these artists to be on that platform. And again, I'm not saying everybody. It don't have to be everybody. I'm saying the mentality about it. I'm not really talking about who you pay. That's up to you. I'm saying the mentality about it. Breakbeat is paying. Joe Budden, the biggest podcaster, arguably one of the biggest podcasts out there, is paying. Jay, if you want to be the biggest, maybe you need to get your money up and pay too. That's how I look at it. But at first, I used to look at it like, I'm not paying nobody. Why would I got pay for somebody? Like, my shit is lit. My shit doing something for them. If they getting paid by the biggest of the platforms, why would they gonna come to you? Boost your shit up for the free. Not saying it wouldn't happen. Not saying it couldn't happen. Not saying I haven't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just strictly talking about mentality. Get the free ones and for as long as you can. But don't ever overlook something because it got $1 attached to it. Because trust me, anything that got $1 attached to it, you're gonna spend more attention doing it. And you're gonna put more effort into it.
If I may, I just would like to add on to your statement by saying this. If all of the biggest business people in the world are telling you that your most valuable thing you have is time, why you continue to waste it? If I know I could put 2,000 down to help me get 1 million views and I could jump 6 months ahead developmental wise, that's a benefit. If by paying this person to come on and do something is going to accelerate my growth, that's the thing that our culture, unfortunately, we get caught up in pride and nigga tradition and being a real nigga yo, I don't want to sell out. I don't want to. How many stories have you heard of people talking about they not going to sell out and they broke as fuck? And I ain't never sell out. I'm like, at the end of the day, if the purpose of you as a business person was to get money and you turned down a movie or I didn't want to do this record because I didn't want to sell out, meaning that you didn't want to sell millions and millions of records, if you had done that, your life would have been different. And guess what? You would have been talking about selling out. You've been talking about success. You'd have been talking about, bigger businesses being able to hire more people. At the end of the day, I keep trying to tell niggas, yo, yes, you want to take your time. You want to grind it out. Grind smartly. Grind for big jumps, big elevations. Not to just, there's certain things you just got to grind through and you can't jump forward because you got to learn. But like stuff like that is you holding yourself back. You worrying about whether or not people are going to like you because of that. That's not a reason to do business. That's not a reason to or not to do something in business. Is this going to amplify what I'm trying to do to get me where I got to go? Then fucking that's what we need to be doing. Not sitting around hoping that people are going to like us. We need to get in front of bigger audiences. So if this is going to be that and that's going to be that, then let's do it.
And you got to understand that, bro. Not everybody going to like you in this game. And honestly, to be real, you are doing something good when they don't like you. Think about all the greatest people. We hate them. Tom Brady. We hated Tom Brady at a point. Why? Because he always beat our team. LeBron James. Niggas hate on him. Kobe. Niggas hated on him until he died. All of the greats, they hate on him. Oh shit, let me get some of that hate too.
Yep. No, that's a fact. And what's it? And I was watching something where they were talking about how negative press actually amplifies you more than positive press. So like you just being dope and doing your own thing and niggas hating on you amplifies you even more than if people were just going to love you. Because guess what? People spend more time complaining than they do celebrating.
And
think about that.
And the sad thing about it, that's all. That's it. That's all I was going to say. Because people people will love you. I got tons of people that love me. They ain't buying no shirts. I got tons of people that love me. They ain't sharing my shit.
Nope.
They love me though. They ain't on Patreon.
Nope.
But I got some motherfuckers out there that's being nosy, that's looking on the gram. Let me see. Yo, what's up with him? And pictures. Oh, they just to have something to talk about. But guess what? They're actually doing more for my brand and what I got going on than the people that love me, because the people that love me ain't even spreading the word. Hey,
that's a fact.
The video me and Wayno did almost at 3 million. People coming to me, people still sending me messages.
Lighting you up.
They know who Jay Hill is, even if they don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah, man.
That's something that's crazy because I was we had a discussion off air about having you come and speak to some people, and that was like one of the biggest things that I was like excited for you to talk about, is because people don't understand what it's like to be on this side. They nobody thinks about the moment when the world goes against you. Nobody thinks about when the people that you loved and you supported, you might have said something off color. It wasn't even meant to be negative, and then all of a sudden now they going at you. They throwing darts at you. Or the allegation comes up or some goofy shit that you know ain't right. And your friends know it ain't right. But guess what? The general public, they gonna believe all into that shit. And now you're having to defend against some shit that ain't nothing like who you are. Like, that's some real shit. And the thing is that as much as you have grown, and like people, it's crazy. People really talk about you around me. Like, I mean, because you are a celebrity to a certain extent. But they keep talking about, I can't wait to be where he's at. And I'm just like, are you sure you ready? Are you sure? Like, are you sure you ready for that? Like, because it's not easy. I say that all the time. Like, first of all, this nigga's erratic as shit. I said he is all over the place. Like, I could call him at 12 o'clock at night. He editing video footage. How much time are you spending editing video footage or audio or clip? I'm like, the stuff that Jay is anal about, I don't give a fuck. Like, I wouldn't be, I heard like a little voice pop in the thing. And I was like, why the fuck do you care? But that attention to detail is what makes him successful.
Bro.
That drive, I can't stop. I'm asking him, does he watch movies? This nigga like, nah, I was on YouTube watching videos about camera lighting. And I'm like, nigga, the new Marvel shit just dropped. Nigga, come on. He's nigga, I gotta figure this out. I gotta get this right. That's not everyday niggas. Everyday niggas ain't caring the way he care. And that's just different, bro. And it's a good thing and a bad thing. Cause I'm quite sure he wants to know what porn stars look like on whatever site, but he ain't got time to look at that shit. I mean,
you know what I would love to do? I'm not like not all my friends, but I feel like some of my friends know this. I would love to play the game. And I don't not play the game because I don't have time. I'm gonna be real, because I could get some time in to play the game. When I play the game, I have no interest, bro. None whatsoever. But I want to be I think it's a good time to like
decompress, chill, relax.
Decompress, but also because you got online. Like just frighten out with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really bond with your homies, y'all talking shit. Like you can get away from anything you got going on. You can just talk to your friends. I would love to do that. I just have no interest. Like I'm not even interested a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to play the game. I love Madden. Basketball would be cool, but when I play it, I'll be like, man, I got other shit I can be doing.
I do that all the time. Like people ask me why I don't play video games. I had game systems. They collect dust. I bought games on my computer. Man, $10, $30. I'll play it one time and I'd never go back to it. Why? Because I'm on the computer trying to figure out another way to make money or how to do this or how to edit or how to whatever. I'm like, I don't. So when people talk to me all the time, like, don't you like game sports and all that? No, nigga, I'm right here trying to figure it out. Like, you know what I mean? I got 6 podcasts I got to do a week. There's a ton of work. So like I get you, but once again, nobody gives a fuck about that shit because on our side, all of y'all get to do is roll out of bed, press play on whatever we create, and then lay your judgment down.
But and even that though, because even I've had posts with my friends, they'll hit me like, yo, I'm about to say something or don't be mad at. And you know what I tell them all the time? Bro, it's public content for public perception, bro. Conception. Yeah, it's like, it's fine, bro. Like I make it for you to have an opinion. I would be upset if nobody had an opinion. Like, so if you don't agree, you agree. You helping me out still. Like, thank you. Like, I'm making it for the public. So no matter what I say, and a lot of things I'll be talking about, in my opinion, it'd be more outside of this entertaining shit. Like I'm a person. So even when we had the conversation and I was like, yo, Diddy did some wild shit and he got to live with that. And I personally thought the apology was a step in the right direction. So many people said no. And this is probably a good segue. And I don't understand that, bro. It's like, do people not have a soul? Cool. We can dissect his apology all we want. He didn't apologize directly to her. And then we found out that he can't say her name. It like his team should have came out and said that he shouldn't have did it. He's not listening to his team. It's like, bro, he lied on a paperwork. Cool. All I'm saying, he said he didn't do anything, he said he was innocent. I'm saying, as a person with a soul, if you know you did something, why wouldn't you apologize? It's simple as that. I can't understand the takes of like the celebrity. Bro, he's a foul nigga and he deserved whatever he got coming to him. He deserved the public perception, the public conception, all of that. He deserved it. But at the end of the day, to say an apology is not a step in the right direction. I don't personally understand that, because like if you did something, why not apologize? Why, even if you didn't, okay, worst case, even if you didn't apologize to Cassie, why apologize because you feel bad for yourself? Like, where are your souls? Maybe I don't belong in this industry, because the shit I be saying, I really be talking about just being a person. Like, who are you as a person? That was foul, bro. It was fucked up. If you a celebrity or not, everybody say, yo, this shit been going on. Who gives a fuck? And if you doing it behind closed doors, you foul. This shit is corny. So if you know you're doing this, yeah, he could have been apologized, but he didn't. There's so many times where we don't get that at all. At all. People to this day die on the hill of a lie. To this day, niggas will die on R. Kelly will dying on a hill of a lie. Bro, like, I don't be understanding this, bro. And people like, that's a bad take. Like, my nigga, he just did something and he got caught in front of the whole world. I will hope you apologize. Shit. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Please make a clip out of this so they can roast your ass in the comments.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Cause it's like these niggas, like people got so many skeletons in their closet, bro. And they be so quick to judge another motherfucker. We ain't talking about Diddy. Judge that nigga all you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, like, they got so many skeletons in their own closet, and you come on this internet and you got a nerve to talk about what another nigga doing. You niggas is stupid. But that's why maybe I'm just not good for this radio personality shit, because I can't really judge no other person. Like, what are we talking about? Nigga, like Joe Budden, you got a fucking nerve to say anything about anybody. Joe, yes, you. Your shit been in the public. I love Joe.
This nigga got 3 rape. He got 3 domestic violence allegations against
him.
Bro,
so it's like, bro.
Nah, I mean, they and let me clarify. All of them got thrown out in court. The women still somewhat say sometimes, but the point is, you've been in that position before. So like the way, and that was something I felt really distasteful. Like when he went on his platform and started screaming and going crazy, I'm like, Joe.
Again, not to play defense, I understand, because it's like, yo, the nerve of you. I come on to your company, Revolt, State of the Culture, the nerve of you to say, I got, like, there's a lot of shit going on with me. Right. Oh, you hypocrite. So I get it. I understand. I'm just saying, let's be careful when we casting stones at niggas. Let's be careful. That's like, and it's like in this industry shit, bro, especially this entertainment, when we get the giving out thoughts about other niggas be loose with their opinions. Like, you niggas, I would love to see your closet. That's all I'm saying. Pause. That might be crazy.
Yeah,
you niggas probably got a lot of skeletons in there. And you niggas be so quick to point the finger at a nigga. Not understanding that you got 3 of them pointed back to you.
So with that being said, look, I've got some business that I gotta handle. I apologize. I know. I'm trying to get us to the point where we can keep doing 2.5, 3 hour pods. But I gotta jump in and handle some business. Are you good, bro? You good? You in a good space? What you doing today, bro? It's a holiday weekend. Don't tell me about.
I'm trying to go to somewhere, but Nick is acting like a hoe. I hope he's still on here.
I mean, you be like, go to a cookout, nigga. Go get some free food.
I'm trying to, but you
eat beef no more. You go get you some air. Go get some air and.
Nah, I feel like this is great because bro, I'm just looking at the comments, bro. And I'm like, yo, maybe I'm just not meant to be here. Cause like this space, bro. And I'm listening. I'm like, everybody said it. Like everybody, like, why would he apologize? And I'm like, yo, you niggas is sick. Like, you got a dark hole to be. Y'all talking about some fucking press. Fuck that press. What about your soul? What about you? It's all PR. What the? Yo, I understand niggas say, but no matter what he said, he could have addressed Cassie. He could have did the most sincere apology, and people would have still had something to say, bro. The fact that he came out and he tried. Again, hold up. He not getting no passes. I'm just saying for the niggas that saying he shouldn't apologize. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas are fucking retarded. Y'all niggas is crazy. I don't know. That's the least he could have did. Shit. The least. The minimum.
Yo, is you staying on? You staying on?
Nah, I'm out, man.
You out?
Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. Don't forget patreon.com/J Hill Podcast. Sign up right now. It's only $3 a month. They got a $5 tier. Did you put a $10 tier up there, nigga? Is there a 10 or 10 or something? Go up there and throw some money that way. Yo, that Ray Daniel interview is right there right now. And then there's 2 other interviews. What's the other 2?
Shit, I don't know. I did something with YNW Melly brother. I did K Carbon is on there that hasn't dropped yet.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I'm gonna put some other ones on there.
So yo, make sure y'all tap in. Let's support. Oh, where's the link for the t-shirts, nigga? Where can niggas get the shirts and the hoodies?
Listen, man, cash at me. I'm still trapping out the phone.
That's what's
the
up.
Shirts are not cheap. They're $100. It is what it is. I know you're gonna hear it. You're like, oh, I'm good. Okay, be good.
You got a 5X?
I don't have a 5X, man.
Can I get it on a payment plan? Can you sew 2 of them bitches together, right? And then
I don't know how that would look.
Yeah, it probably look crazy. But anyway, we love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful holiday weekend. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? We out.
Gang. Peace.